Well, hello there. It's Friday. We're here, we're happening, and we're now. Well, at least I am. I don't know. How are you guys doing? I'll give you a few minutes to waltz on in here this morning and let me know how you're doing. Another chilly morning, and I think everybody is preparing for a little winter weather. Yeah, just about everybody. Got some folks that might not be. If you're listening outside of northeastern North Carolina, there's a fair chance that you might not be ready for winter weather. But boy, we are. Don't know exactly what we'll get. The running weather professional thought is that it's going to be a wintry mix of some sort this evening for the coast, for the Outer Banks, and anything along the coast. It's further inland that you're going to see some of that stuff mix with maybe some snow. Yeah, and especially by the time you get to Ahoskie, Williamston, Greenville, Rocky Mount, you might see way more snow than any of us will. And if you're north, say in Franklin, if Foy is checking in by now, she should be expecting a little snow. So, Sally, good morning to you. Friday it is. You got that right. We're here. We're doing pretty good. Hello, hello. What do we got? Let's see. Good morning, Perrin. How are you? How are we doing this morning? You say nothing. You don't want anything, right? I got you there. I kind of, yeah, me too. You know, we start talking freezing rain and sleet and stuff. Then you increase the chance of a power outage, and that's no fun, especially when it's cold. So I get where you're coming from, Sally. On maybe it'll just go by us and we'll just get everything but rain. So, but I don't think so. I think they're going to get something or see something. Parent. Oh, okay. Your son's coming home tonight from Tarboro. Well, boy, I hope he gets an early start. I do. I don't know. I guess you probably checked out your forecast and you looked at the hourly forecast to try to get a pinpoint on when it's going to start where. Let's look here. Let's talk about, all right, Nag said the hourly. We're talking later in the evening, 8, 9 o'clock, when it's still, if you're in Nag's Head, it's still going to be like 35, 36 degrees, according to what this weather app is saying. Hi, Bethy. Got any snow there in Florida? Or a chance of it, maybe? I doubt it. Yeah, 80% chance of rain by 11 o'clock here in Nag said. Let's go out to Plymouth and see what happens there, how that might change. Still rain there. Wintry mix really is not until way late overnight, according to this weather app, which is a weather bug. So as the temp drops down to around freezing. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. The winter weather advisory's out there. We'll just see what's happening. Hi, Gary. 58 today sounds great. Man. Oh, you get the keys to the house tomorrow, and then you're heading back to Richfield, right outside of Cleveland. I hope you have a safe trip. Stop at a couple of Buc-ee's for me. Tell them one of these days Bill's going to make it out there to one of the Buc-ee's. Understand they're building one on Interstate 64 somewhere around New Kent, Virginia. There's one planned. Didn't know if you knew that. But for somebody like me who has friends in Richmond and family in Richmond, that would be a target Buc-ee's to go to. That's right. Don't forget the bread and milk, because everybody knows if it's going to be winter weather, you got to have a milk sandwich, right? What do you do with bread and milk? Just bread and milk. You got to get something to put on the bread. And milk is like, well, milk is good, I guess, but I don't know. Make some snow cream? Okay. That's your go-to weather app too? I gotcha. Very cool. All right, let's see. I think I posted everything that I had taken, all the pictures I had taken of LZ, Cindy's dog LZ, up on the Shark Facebook page last night. So there's a few new photos there if you want to check them out. She's doing fine. She's doing good. She's a little, I don't want to call it homesick, but I think you just tell she's like, what's going on? I mean, she's happy-go-lucky and she goes along with the flow and everything, but I don't know. You know, she just knows she's not home. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. So what are you guys up to this weekend? You get this winter weather out of the way. Anything on tap? I know, let's see. Gary's traveling back to Cleveland or Richfield, so he's got that to do. Parents got her son coming to town, so I don't know. What's that mean? You guys going to go to lunch tomorrow? You go to dinner? Do stuff together? Whatever. Right, Mike? Yep. Don't eat the yellow snow. It's not good for you. At least I don't think it is. Well, there's always the jellyfish sting thing, but I don't think that pertains to anybody's situation this weekend. Let's hope not, right? Man, oh man. So, you might have heard just a few minutes ago, I had Michael Bassnight from the Pioneer Theater in the studio, and they're gearing up for OBX Got Talent Season 2. The registration is open for that right now. It's so easy. You just go to Pioneer Theater online or their Facebook page. There's a link in the comments of a post that looks an awful lot like this. They'll take you directly to the registration page if you want to check it out. And you can sign up all the way through January 17th. And then on January the 18th, that's a Saturday, at 10 a.m., they're going to have private tryouts. It's not open to the public. These are private tryouts. They want people to feel as comfortable as they can trying out. And so that's going on. Perrin, let's see what you got going on. So you work tonight. You got a doctor's appointment today. Okay. All right. And Bethy, trying to get the kid delivered so I can finish unpacking. I'm lost. What are you talking about? Oh, the pod. Yeah, the kid threw me. I'm like, you're midwifing these days, Bethy? Is that what it is? The pod. Okay. All right. Autocorrect. Oh, man. That'll get you every time. I got you. I understand completely. How did it get the kid, though? Isn't that weird? Maybe you said delivered, and I thought, oh, she must be talking about a kid. Has to be, right? Has to be. Let's see. Okay. There we go. So, let's see. What else is going on in my world? Mrs. Thomas is getting ready to go on a business trip. It's January. She heads to Atlanta next week, and she's going to this thing called the Mart, working in a retail setting like she does. She's one of the people that help decide who's going to buy what's going to be bought, what's going to be on the floor at the Christmas shop in 2025. So she's going to go do that. That leaves me and the boys and LZ for 2 days before Cindy gets back. Well, a day and a half. So I predict a lot of sports on TV, music on TV, some crazy YouTube videos on TV, because that's usually the direction we end up going when it's like the responsibility is given to us. We kind of sly away from the Hallmark movies for a little while. You know what I'm talking about. So, okay, Perrin. Oh, that clarifies it. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Neat. Well, that's very cool. Got you there. Very nice. All right. So coming up in a couple of minutes, Cindy always says she's full of it. Useful information. And she does. She's got all this stuff in her head. I don't know how she keeps it all in there. Mine keeps falling out of the back and I forget stuff at this point. But we've got some useless information for you that she left for us. Who cooks when the missus is gone? Sometimes it's Jamie Daniels over at Garden Deli. Sometimes it's one of the ladies at Pizza Hut. Sometimes it's us. I do a lot of cooking. I might not be the most fantastic cook in the world, but I cook a lot of dinners, especially in the summertime. That's what I do because Mrs. Thomas is sometimes working until 8 or 9 at the Christmas shop. So if we want to eat early, got to get out there and cook it. All right, so we got some useless information. You can talk amongst yourselves or listen along and see if you believe any of this stuff that I'm about to tell you. All right, mic's up. Your station for the Killer Hits, 102.5 The Shark. It's Al Stewart and Year of the Cat. Bill and Cindy the morning Killer Hits all day. Cindy's on vacation. She'll return, by the way, on Tuesday morning. She'll be back from the Florida Keys, where she's hanging out with the ghost of Jimmy Buffett, just roaming around, having margaritas everywhere, probably. It is, maybe, I don't know. 8:11, Bill and Cindy the morning and Killer Hits all day. Your shark forecast, increasing clouds with a high of around 40. Winter weather advisory is in effect from this afternoon through tomorrow morning. Mostly cloudy tonight. There's a chance of a mix of rain, maybe some freezing rain and sleet right along the coast there. Temps falling to about 30. Further inland and to the north, you're going to see a chance of more snow mixing with this in other places. Mostly cloudy and breezy tomorrow with a chance of maybe a morning shower, high 46, sunshine Sunday, and a high of 40. Temps around the area right now. Let's see what we got. We got 28 in Camden, 27 in Grandy, and 30 in Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark. And if you listen to Cindy and I from each and every morning, from time to time, she always says she's full of it. And she's talking about useless information when she says that. And she does have these interesting facts in her head. I don't know how she keeps it all straight, to be honest with you. I'm of the age now that I have a bunch of stuff in my head, and it kind of maybe it falls out the back or just somewhere, and I forget it. But not Cindy. She's got this thing going on. So she left us with a little bit of useless information, maybe some things that you didn't know. I'm going to tell them to you. Did you know in Japan the number 4 is considered to be unlucky because the Japanese word for 4 sounds very similar to the word death? D-E-A-T-H. Yikes. Did you know the average day is actually 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4.09 seconds long? This is why we have a leap year every 4 years to make up for this shortfall. 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4-point-something seconds. Crazy. In New York City, did you know approximately 1,600 people are bitten by other humans each year? Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. 1,600 people. Wow. And there are almost 1.6 million swimming pools in Florida. That I believe. Probably just as many people. Swimming pools. We have to ask our buddy Gary, who is the vacation. We'll have to ask Cindy if she saw a lot of swimming pools. That's a good one. Okay. 1.6 million swimming pools in Florida. Stick around. Today in music on the way within just a few and more killer hits like this one from the Boss. Here's Springsteen and Hungry Heart on 102.5 The Shark. Hang on. All right. Just got the day of music ready for you. Let's catch up with what's going on. I didn't get my cheesesteak. I got busy at work yesterday. I forgot Cindy's on vacation. There's more work to do. So it may be today and it may be Saturday. It may be, since I now have a new storage unit in Kitty Hawk, with a lot of stuff that I helped my dad with a couple of weeks ago. Maybe we'll see you this weekend. I don't know. So let's see. I'm craving one though. I really am. What else we got here? Oh, hey, Lisa. Good morning. How are you? How are things with you this morning? And Victoria, how are you doing? We're doing pretty good here. Just making our way through a Friday morning. How's Charlie? Charlie the weather dog doing okay? I hope so. So Mrs. Thomas and I went out last night, did a little shopping. She's got this trip coming up, so she's got to maybe buy a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? Maybe looking for I think she was looking for some shirts and some tops or something like that. And she's flying, so she has to get the little airplane bottles of shampoo and whatever it is that you take with you in your carry-on. So we did that, and we went out to eat last night, had a nice dinner. And we get so busy sometimes. Do you guys do this? You get so busy sometimes you realize it's been a long time since you've done like a date night or dinner. And it just turned out being kind of like a date night, which was kind of nice. We got the shopping done. We had a nice dinner and enjoyed it a lot. And we looked at each other and says, we have to do this more often. So if you're like us, where you get busy and you're forgetful, you forget how to do that kind of stuff, take the time to do it. I really enjoyed it. I really, really did. So just saying. So what was the question? Something about cooking while Mrs. Thomas is gone. I said that I do a lot of the cooking. Last night, interesting enough, I've got an orange, by the way. You know me. Last night, while Mrs. Thomas and I were out, the boys took it upon themselves to cook for themselves, and they did fried chicken. I'm stunned that anybody 30 or under would think of or try fried chicken at home. They did pretty good. I was really amazed. I brought a piece for lunch today. Now, my mom had. Of course she did. My mom had the best fried chicken recipe there ever was. She would take one of those electric skillets, the square ones that were made out of aluminum or something, with the plastic legs and the thing you plugged into the side with the dial for how hot you wanted it to be. It had a lid with the little steam wheel opening. It was countertop, and she would fry chicken in that thing. Holy moly. She was good at it. I loved it. I do not even have the recipe. Maybe one of my aunts do. I don't know. Could, but I digress. Anybody got a good fried chicken recipe? I bet Victoria. I bet a lot of you do. I'd love to have one. Just what? Lightly breaded, maybe? I don't know. You tell me. What's the best way to do it? I just know hers was good. But she was mom. So I might be a little biased. You know what I'm saying? Could be. Anyway. So is anybody doing anything crazy this weekend? Out of the ordinary? Michael? Gary, what you going to do when you get home? Just kind of crash? I can see where that might be the case. Maybe. It's hard to say. Oh, man. Actually, when you think about it, this weekend, right? Last weekend, I was at Tyson's Corner in Richmond. The weekend before that, I was in Richmond. The weekend before that was Christmas, right? Yep. That or coming off in between. And before that was the weekend before Christmas. Before that, I was sick with COVID. And before that, we were doing broadcasts and remotes and things like that for the radio station on the weekends. This particular weekend, I think it's like the first weekend that I have nothing on the slate to have to do anything. I don't know what to do. Do I just waste it away or do I get productive and do something? It's January. I mean, there's always the New Year's resolution, to better you. I could do something to better me, but declutter the house. We kind of did that since Elsie was coming over. So that's done. It's like childproofing the house. You know, take the stuff that she might be interested in off the coffee tables, off the end tables, out of the floor, that kind of stuff. Because I was told by Cindy that she does on occasion like to chew on a good shoe. So I can't have that. So I've kind of already done that, but maybe there's the closets. You know, do I really need all these shirts? Do I, what do you guys do in January? Nothing? Gotta be something going on. All right, today in music coming up in just a couple of minutes. We'll do that for you. And not many best bets for the weekend as far as what's going on and what's not going on. January is a tough time for events, that is for sure. But they'll come back. They will, and we'll fill you in when we can. Told you about Outer Banks Got Talent at the Pioneer Theater. Something else coming up. They've got March 22nd. Anybody a Johnny Cash fan? You know, the Man in Black? Well, on March the 22nd, there at the Pioneer Theater in Manteo, they're doing Cash Unchained. It's not just a tribute. It's this Cash experience, this Johnny Cash experience with a lot of pretty cool things in the hour-plus show that you're going to have. So you might want to check that out online at the Pioneer Theater as well and see if that's something you want to do. Sounds good to me. I don't know. Don't know at all. And then let's see. I've got what else I've got going on? I'm in charge now of all of the prizes. This is what Cindy usually handles. The prize book and the winners list of everybody that wins something. Got that to work on today. Websites. Yep. Not much is going on with those, thank goodness. But since she's not here, we'd have to do that. So that's how you get busy at work. Extra busy. You got these extra things to do. So, and then you got like my buddy John Stamos over there, who's just looking kind of bewildered, like he has lost his best friend. Just sitting over there in the corner, looking kind of stiff. He has not helped one bit. He's not done a thing. I mean, nothing. It's just amazing to me. Makes you wonder. Of course, why would he? He's a movie star. He's a music star. He's a Beach Boy. He's Blackie, right? Blackie. He's Uncle Jesse. He's all of the above. All right, today in music coming up in about a minute. You guys can chat amongst yourself, and we'll be right back. Hold on. All right, mic's up. Your station for the killer hits, 102.5, The Shark, Tony Basil and Mickey. It is 8:24 on a Friday. Bill and Cindy in the morning, killer hits all day. Cindy returns on Tuesday from vacation in Florida. I wonder if she'll have a tan. We'll have to wait and see. Kind of makes me ill. Tan in January. Just doesn't seem fair, does it? Especially with the weather forecast we've got. Your shark forecast, increasing clouds for today with a high of about 40. Winter weather advisory in effect from this afternoon through tomorrow morning. Mostly cloudy for tonight with a chance of a mix of rain, freezing rain, and sleet. That's along the coast. We could see some snow mixing with sleet too. And the freezing rain for the inland areas and especially to the north of us. Closer we get to the Virginia border and into Virginia as well. West towards Raleigh. That's what you're going to see. Low tonight of about 30. Mostly cloudy. Breezy for tomorrow. There's still a chance of maybe a morning shower. High of 46 and sunshine on Sunday. Looking at a high of 40. Right now 35 in Waves. 27 in Plymouth and 31 in Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark. It's time for Today in Music. Brought to you by Bojangles. At Bojangles, they serve up fresh, hot, fresh, made from scratch buttermilk breakfast biscuits all day, every day. Anytime you're ready, it is bow time for sure. 2016, English singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist, record producer, painter, actor, David Bowie passed away. Remember, he had liver cancer? Passed away in his New York City home 2 days after releasing the album Black Star on his 69th birthday. 2009, Black Eyed Peas singer Fergie married actor Josh Duhamel at the Church Estates Vineyards in Malibu. Guests included her bandmate will.i.am, and let's see, actress Kate Hudson was there as well. 2005, Spencer Dryden, drummer for Jefferson Airplane, passed away of cancer at his home in California. He was 66. He was the nephew of Charlie Chaplin, by the way. I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting. 2003, a haul of 500 Beatles tapes, known as the Get Back Sessions, and by the way, they were stolen in the 1970s, were found after British police cracked a major bootleg operation in London and Amsterdam. 5 men were arrested at that point. 1976, C.W. McCall went number 1 on the singles chart with Convoy. C.W. McCall was actually an advertising agency executive whose real name was Bill Fries. He did Convoy. How about that? 1956, Elvis Presley made his first recordings for RCA Records at the Methodist Television, Radio, and TV studios in Nashville. Heartbreak Hotel was one of the songs recorded during that session. That is Today in Music. Stick around. News and weather together within 10 minutes and more killer hits coming up. Yeah, still have the cough. How about that? Isn't that crazy? Okay, what else we have here? Oh, wow. Okay. Lori Lee, you feel like carp. I understand. Sometimes I feel like carp too, but you have a chest cold. I'm so sorry. I hope you get better. Let's see. Foy, Franklin's supposed to get 2 to 4 inches of snow. How about that? That's pretty cool. I think if we were going to get something, I'd rather get just the snow too. Definitely. Lisa says, take care. I think she's talking probably to Lori Lee, maybe to all of us, who knows. Parents says, hope you feel better soon. Yeah, Victoria, had it for 2 weeks, but better now. I know. It just hangs on. If you noticed, I still have a cough myself. It's been 2.5 weeks for me. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Lori Lee's, she's got the tickets to the Tina Turner thing in Virginia tomorrow. If you know anybody interested in it, hit her up. And Victoria says, feel better soon, too. Perrin says, my aunt did chicken and country style steaks in her skillet. It's good to know. That's cool. Cast iron frying pan for frying chicken. Okay. Sounds like a good deal. Okay, so Gary's returning to Ocala on February 3rd. All right. And Victoria says your husband keeps bugging you to take down the live tree. Well, at some point, for safety reasons, I'd take down the live tree too. It's going to dry out, Yeah. Tell him he could help, maybe. God. Perrin says making chicken and pastry for tomorrow. Cool. Mike says, what time are we eating? Perrin. Always better the next day. Well, it might be. That's cool. All right. So chicken and pastries. I think we've been over this before. Perrin, chicken and pastries, chicken and dumplings. What's the difference? Let us know. Okay. Gary says the woman we bought the house from. Oh, wow. She passed away the next day. Oh, man. Yeah. God bless her family. That's true. That's tough. Mike from Iowa. Pigpen, this here's Rubber Duck. That's a line from Convoy by C.W. McCall, or Bill Fries, as we just learned. How about that? That's pretty cool. Breaker 19. Boy, those were fun times. Remember the CB craze? Did you guys get a CB just to be cool and try to get your own handle going and talk to people? So many people did that. All right, so, okay, dumplings are like biscuits. Pastries are like what? Let me know. More ice than snow expected in Raleigh. Still? Okay. All right. That's what Lisa says they're saying for Raleigh. More ice than snow. Well, maybe this is going to be more ice than snow. I hope not. I mean, seriously. Pastries are thin strips. Okay. I gotcha. Just like one little piece of, like if you were going to cut out something in the shape of maybe a leaf and put on top of a pie, maybe. That's what I'm envisioning. Okay. Ooh, pierogies, Victoria. That's pretty good. Pierogies are good. I like them. Do people have CBs, or is it all smartphones? I think there are still CBs out there. I think so. City Boy. All right, City Boy. Michael, for 35 years driving log trucks. City Boy. Okay. Breaker 19. This is Scooby-Doo. What's your 1020? Scooby-Doo. All right. That's cool. So what's your 1020 was what's your location, right? Then there's Smokey. He was a police officer. Something like that. Yeah. A lot of cool things, man. All right, let me get to the bottom of this. Okay, just making sure we got the music right. Still got to pay attention to that too. 10100 was bathroom break. Parents' mom's handle was beach nut. That's pretty good. Breaker 1. Now C.W. McCall, that was mid 70s. That was like just around the time of the Bandit and all that, right? Smokey and the Bandit. Do you remember? Oh gosh, what was that guy's name? Oh gosh, he did Teddy Bear. The truckers were talking on the CB, and the little boy that was sick or something. Remember that song? Yeah, about the little boy, and they all lined up to come see him. Trucks were lined up down the street. I do. That's right. He did. Casey Kasem was the voice of Shaggy on Scooby-Doo. That's exactly right. All right. Breaker 19, you got a Kojak with a Kojak sitting in the middle. Parents is early 70s. Okay. All right. And then there was the trucking songs about the truck stops. Remember that? Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. Red Sovine, thank you. Thank you, Michael and Mike, both at the same time you knew. Good job. Man, good job. Then there was a fun one called CB Savage. Anybody remember that one? Yeah. That was pretty funny too. Yeah, that's right. What else was there? What other kind of trucking songs was that? Give me 40 acres and I'll turn this rig around. Oh, how about this? Dave Dudley. 6 days on the road and I'm going to make it home tonight. Sawyer Brown redid that. Remember that as a country hit? Everybody knows Red Sovine. Good. I can remember what the albums looked like. I do. Forgot about that kind of stuff. Isn't that weird? One little memory pops up in a whole bunch of other memories. That's kind of cool. Really is. It was a good time. Good time for great songs like that too. That's for sure. What else you got? Give me some other lingo. What's a 10 what? Give me something I didn't know. Oh, this is great. All right. We're going to come up with Cindy's CB handle. Good job, Mike. 18 wheels and a dozen roses. Yes. Very good. What would Cynthia's name be on the CB? Oh my gosh. Backpack Mama. That's hard to beat. Roll on 18 Wheeler by Alabama. That's right, man. All right, what is a 1073? Tell us what a 1073 is, Perrin. The girl sitting in the middle of the highway on the billboard with nothing but a towel on. Okay. On site. 1073 is on site. I'm 1073. Is Jabberjaw taken as a possible CB handle for Cindy? Backpack Mama. Jabberjaw. This is funny stuff. What do you think? Anything else? So we got quite a few songs. Roll on 18 Wheeler, especially with the long intro. You see that mountain over there? I think that was right. No, what was that? Help me out. Have I got the wrong song? I don't know. In the middle of the road on the big old highway. Something like that. I'm trying to think of that song, Michael, in my head, where that came from. Hey, Ray and Bonnie, hello. Good morning to you, too. How's it going? We're talking about CBs. Convoy was number one in 1970 something. If we did this in Today in Music, so we've been talking about the CB craze, CB handles, what you 10, whatever, and what would Cindy's CB handle be if she had a CB handle? So we came up with Backpack Mama and Jabberjaw. Got one, Ray, Bonnie? You got one? I'm trying to think of another song here. Okay, I can hear it now. It's Jabberjaw and Murphy in the Morning with all your favorite hits. Who's Murphy? Are y'all leaving me out of this? How's Shelley? I saw her yesterday. She's doing okay. I saw her in the hall yesterday. She's doing fine. All right. Backpack Mama. Jabberjaw. Roll on, Big Mama. That's right. But the man upstairs was listening. Alabama was a cool band. Is Shelly getting any taller? Nope, she's still settling. Oh, that's true. Well, I think she's staying up late. Talking about Cindy, I think she's staying up late. Either that or she's stalking. One or the other. She might be stalking. I was kind of thinking we'd hear from her today because it's Friday, but Monday, more than likely, we'll hear for her that morning because I think that's the return day. In fact, we ought to call and wake her up. Right, Gary? Hey, I might. I just might listen to all of them. I have the albums. I do. The reason I know all this is Mrs. Thomas's mom and dad. Back in the day, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. Foy, you're going to love this too, maybe. They managed a truck stop on 460 at one time. Up there, one of those little towns near what's big up there? The Virginia Diner. Yeah, so that was in the 70s, I think. So they had all these albums and stuff. After I married Mrs. Thomas, we'd go to their house, and inevitably this stuff would come up. So that's just one of the business things they did in their lives. Yeah, so interesting, huh? Pretty crazy. But yeah, I dig that music. It's not something I listen to every day, but I like it. I do. I love Alabama. That's just they did so many things that paid tribute to things that people loved, like the CB. How about beach music? Since Alabama got their start in Myrtle Beach at a place called the Bowery, they had a big hit with a beach music feel country song called "Dancing Shagging on the Boulevard." Remember that? Parents saying Wakefield. Yeah, there's Wakefield. There's Waverly, Wakefield, Ybor, up in that area, somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere around there. Going up 7. Oh, Gary's talking about his travel plans. That's right, Gary. Throw me under the bus. I'll take it. That's fine. And so as far as from that area? Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I think there was all I can remember is that I think there was a Stuckey's near this place, and I think the Stuckey's is still there. Remember Stuckey's? Oh yeah, Zunai and Ivor talking the language now. Berlin, I'm not that familiar with Berlin. I stay right on 460 when I go through there. Don't get off the beaten path much. So, but there is a road from one of those towns, Foy, that you take a left if you're going towards Richmond, Petersburg. You take a left. It's some furniture store. It says Cortland, and you go that way. I see that sign all the time, and I think of Cortland and Franklin. I think of you guys. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. Mike says, "Sorry about the snow I sent from Iowa to the Carolinas." Was that you? Perrin. I'm sorry. I got it mixed up. Sorry, Perrin. Stuckey's on 460. Stuckey's on 460. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, country songs. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. All right, somebody give me a cue. We're running this a little long here. Keep thinking of handles, CB handles for Cindy. We'll have them ready for Monday. Maybe we'll have some fun with that. And maybe I'll bring one of those trucking albums with me. And we'll show it off or something. That sounds good. The boat ride. Okay, I have to check that out. Oh, joke tapes. The boat ride. Want to go on a boat ride? Maybe it was that one. I don't know. Who knows? All right, Wendy. Thank you. Good morning, Wendy. Hope you're doing good. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay home. Stay out of this stuff. Whatever it is, except for Gary, get home. Get home safely too. Definitely. No snow credits. Roll credits. Roll on, family. Roll on. Gary, good weekend to you too, man. Absolutely. You guys have a good one, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.